Well, I'm excited to work on this one. Pioneer PL 707. Missing the original Pioneer slip mat. Boy, that's a light platter. I thought that'd be heavier than that. So I have a 630. I have a 610. I've got some Denons. I was really looking forward to working on this because I wanted to see how they all compare. And just initial, well, let me show you what's going on with this first. Initial impression of the 707. Fantastic. I love the look. I love this look. This is why I like Denon so much. But, and I'm not going to say the build quality isn't quite the same, but it's much lighter. I mean, it's a much lighter turntable. It's lighter. To me, it feels kind of like my Denon DP47F, but that was a smaller turntable. So here's what's going on with this. Just, I don't even probably have to do this because I did triage this when I took it off the truck. So let's see, we got power and we have start stop. I'm going to try to be quiet, see if you can hear the sound. Motor sound over here. Likely the belt is gone. Quartz lock is pulsing. Well, it's kind of pulsing. Start stop is blinking, so I'm not sure how much that is tied to the lack of arm movement or what exactly the problem might be here. So let's see, I'm going to just twist tie this in position here. And we're going to flip it over and take a look. I think I can remove this. Yeah. Protect that. It's got a Andante, which is, I believe, a Sumiko pearl, is what that is. Or Sumiko. However it's pronounced. So I'm hoping, I'm fairly confident, at a minimum, that the belt is gone. And I'm really hoping that I have a belt. If not, I'll have to order one. And once I put a belt on, that everything works. So this is a customer's, I believe he bought this brand new. So this came in with a Pioneer SX3700. Well, that's interesting. Maybe that doesn't come off like that. Let's see. Well, it's got to come off. Oh, maybe does this just unscrew? Again, first time on a 707, so I'm not real sure. Well, I don't know how to disassemble this. I'll have to look at the manual, see what's going on. Maybe if I remove this, let's try this again. Can't be that difficult. Because it kind of just comes to a point where it stops. I think that screw might have been holding it in place. Yeah, there we go. Interesting. Yeah, if this has, integrated circuit issues, That's where these a repair of something like this becomes pretty expensive and often exceeds the value of the piece. You know, and I can recap something like this, but you're not guaranteed that a recap's going to fix anything. And there aren't a lot of people that are experts on these available to answer questions if you run into an issue. Found that out with my Sony. I'm finding that out with my Sony. Right, I have an X65 that I managed to fix, and then I have an X75 that I'm in the process of working on now, and that thing is, I'm about to call an exorcist for that one because it's just it's crazy. It's likely demon possessed. Man, this is a very interesting, look how thick that is. A very interesting design. So let's see what's going on. Well, I sure don't see a belt anywhere. I sure don't see a belt anywhere. Oh, there's a belt right there. And that belt is not tight at all. It's seen better days. Let's see if I got one that fit it. That grease looks good. It's not, I don't know what that is. Grease doesn't look too gunky. Let's see what I got in my bag of belts here. Probably one of the smaller ones. Looks about right. Oh, this might be too big. Oh, that's too big. Well, crap. Oh, this one's smaller. Let's see. Well, it's tighter. Still don't know that I would say that's better. Let's flip it over and see what happens. I think I can flip it over without putting the bottom back on. Yeah, this thing weighs nothing. Man, again, beautiful table. Love the look of these. I think this is is it mahogany? I think it's mahogany veneer. Fingers crossed. The clasp is intact. I just don't trust the clasp, especially on this one. That clasp doesn't really want to hold that in position very well. So let's get just some test record and see what happens. Power. Oh, arm moved up and down. I didn't notice that before, but I wasn't paying attention. Look at that. Wow. That's awesome. Let's see what kind of sound we get. This is some kind of comedy album. There's a ground. Sorry. There's a ground wire is what I was trying to say. I need to make a little clip for my ground wire over here. So let's see if we get some sound. sure that's down on.
You feel totally out of place because
Oh yeah.
situations where you have abs.
Yeah, sweet. So arm elevator. Move it to the center. Make sure it picks up. I'm not real sure about that stylus. That stylus looks, I have to get it underneath my microscope, but that stylus looks like it might be a little questionable. Something's a little, I gotta figure out what, there's a noise coming from somewhere. But, that's good for, I mean, that's very promising. I'm happy to see that. My fear was that nothing would work. It sounds like a mechanical, maybe a lubrication issue somewhere with this. But that is most definitely a good sign. So, and I don't know if I have discussed this in another video or not, but I bought a microscope, USB microscope, so I can look and see, for example, if this stylus is just dirty or if it's like trashed. And I've had a pretty good record of cleaning these up and getting them back to working order. Maybe I'll snap some pics. In fact, I'll go in. That's what I'll do now. I'm gonna kind of let this sit for a couple of days. I've got a busy schedule this week, but I'm gonna go in and I've got about 15 minutes here. I'm gonna see if I can get this, and I'll snap some pictures of the condition of the stylus before and after cleaning. So, sweet. I'm glad this is working. So let me go take care of that, and I'll come back and talk about either getting a new stylus or kind of what we'll be doing with this. Heard some other noise going off somewhere. Okay. Anyway, I'll be back.